Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Adim, and today I'm going to be summoning, just doing one quick multi on this new banner. Guys, unless you're a fan of these characters, honestly, we're going to review them, but I do not think you should summon. Actually, hey, things might be looking good. Things might be looking bright. Things might be looking great. I wasn't in the best mood, but yo, Bounty Rush can change this right now, right here. And as you know, the famous saying goes, we're not pussy bitches, boys, and we skip. Well, he's 6-star now. Well, he was already level 19-8, so it wasn't like I needed to do, but I mean, better than nothing. Better than nothing, right? So, anyways, guys, should you summon? Absolutely not, unless you like these characters. And the quick reason is we're gonna get Snake Man, and I know a lot of people will want Snake Man, and apparently he's coming out on Luffy's birthday, which should be in like a week. So yeah, it's not the best. Plus, I think we've seen some leak that might be Mihawk coming as well. So anyways, so spawns Venom Demon. Venom Demon. Yes, English, very good, guys. As you can see, so the Venom Demon. Thank you. So yeah, when it spawned, a long-range area attack with a knockback effect and a chance to inflict venom. Now, what did I tell you guys? He's not gonna get poisoned. He's gonna get something extra, like OPTC did. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I told you guys. So, for it's gonna be there for 15 seconds, and it's gonna do 2% of your HP per second on and it's gonna be back every 45 seconds, which is actually pretty nice. Pretty nice. So obviously, whoa. So you'll deal a good amount of damage with knockback effect with the Venom activation. The Venom time will last for 10 seconds and deal 2%. And I guess this is every hit it does after that. So it's kind of complicated, but I think that's what it means. So this one is actually a decent attack. It will reduce their attack as well. It will venom them for 1.15% per second. It will reduce their attack by 10% for 20 seconds. And it's on a 20-second cooldown. So this is very, very nice. It's a nice way to venom them. Now, username, shout out to username as usual, pointed out that this is exactly like true skill. And that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. So yeah, I was saying the reason you should save up is probably because Mihawk has been teased, and we're also getting Snake Man. So if you like those characters more, well, save up. Unless you like these characters, because I know a lot of people like Megellan, so he's definitely an interesting character. Character traits: when receiving damage from an enemy, 5% chance to inflict poison. So that's nice. He has inflict poison. When dealing damage, 5% chance to inflict poison. Long. That's actually very nice. And when using skill 1, reduce speed by 50%. I don't know if that's his speed or the enemy speed, but if the enemy speed, that means they can't run away from you. And that, my friends, is really, really nice. But the 5% chance instead of the 3% chance on most characters, this actually is going to proc way more often, so that's cool. Trait 1, when they're around your enemy's treasure, around your captured treasure, reduce damage received by 30. When receiving damage from an enemy, 100% chance to reduce skill 1 by 5%. Now, guys, this is a 45-second cooldown. So every hit will reduce about 2 seconds. So if someone does a full combo of 3 hits on you, well, that's about like 6 seconds reduction. So that's actually very good. And if you can tank those hits and you barely receive any damage because you're in your treasure area, that's wonderful. People like Lucci that deal a lot of hits will definitely help reduce this a lot. So if you're Lucci and you think that killing this guy, you want to use your attack that deals multi-hit once he's low, because you do not want him to get his demon back. So yeah, make sure if you're a green character, don't think you won the fight just because you can do a multi-hit attack. He might be able to get his demon venom back. So yeah, when your strength is more than 50%, 1 HP will be left if killed by an enemy. Yikes. Okay. So if you have more than 50% HP, you'll survive a hit. I mean, that's not too good if you get one shot anyways, but it can help you survive a bit, so it's not bad. But I don't like it as a whole trait. It doesn't make you respond back with like Kaido or Blackbeard, so it's good but not that good, depending on how tanky he is. If this can help him, then sure. When your strength is more than 50, reduce damage received by 30. Oh, that actually is nice, but that makes it harder to one-shot you, and if you're under 50, you won't survive the hit. I don't know. I don't know about this. I wish he'd had something where when you have the Venom deal way more damage. That would have been nice. I'm not sure I like this kit too much. I'm not sure I like it, but it could be very strong. Yeah. it could be very strong. 15% damage reduction, 30% plus the 30%, that actually could be very strong, above 50%. But the fact that he can't get one hit is, I don't know, I don't like it that much. So him, a mid-range area attack with a chance to inflict hormone status. Hormone status nullifies any parameter stat buff. Nullifies stagger for a set period of time, acquires defense debuff at level 5. So you'll reduce their defense for 20 seconds on a 25-second cooldown. So you can constantly reduce defense of people, good damage, and they can't, and basically you will remove any buff. Parameter stat buff. So that's cool. Alright guys, so I was doing a character review. Alright guys, so I was doing a character review on these guys, but unfortunately my Mobizen kept disconnecting. That's my bad. I didn't shut down my laptop overnight, so it's really scrolling with my Mobizen. But unfortunately, that would mean I can't show you guys my characters on screen. But I'll keep doing the review real quick. So the review is unfortunately going to be a bit of a disappointment for me because Magellan, he can be very tanky, but he has kits that contradict themselves, right? Because I like his skill 1, but his skill 2 is decent, and it will inflict venom, and it can reduce their attack as well, so that will be very nice. But it's a hard skill to hit, I think, unless you hide it in the chaos. That being said, it inflicts venom, so I thought that would be really good because he'd have a trait that increases damage dealt or reduce damage received by people inflicted with venom. That being said, he doesn't have that, and that makes me wonder why doesn't he have that, right? He doesn't even have something that deals damage to poison, which could help with his character traits. So I don't really like that, especially because his trait 2, when your strength is more than 50%, you can be KO'd, which is great. But that being said, at above 50%, he's going to have 30% for being in his treasure area damage reduction, and another 30% damage reduction from a trait. So it's going to be really hard to KO this guy once you're above 50%. So it makes you wonder, why is it above 50%? Like, if they're trying to make him so tanky, why are they saying that? Why are they suggesting that he can get one shot? I don't like that. Plus, let's assume this 1% thing. It can help him survive, but like, he's not the fast character. How is he gonna run away? He doesn't have a healing skill. He doesn't have something when dealing damage to an enemy poison that he'll receive some healing back. So you really have to put him with a healing medal, and that could limit your choices. So honestly, I'm kind of conflicted about that. It's not a bad trade, but it could have been such a better trade in my opinion. So that's my quick gist on Magellan. Now, Magellan is still a good unit, so I'm sure if you guys like him, you're gonna enjoy using him a lot. Now, the character that surprised me being that good is actually Ivankov. Now, Ivankov has beautiful traits, beautiful traits. She has a skill where it's like, you're gonna deal hormone status. So basically, you're gonna remove all their stat buffs, and it has a trait where you're gonna deal more damage to people with the hormone status. So using this skill is gonna deal good amount of damage. You're gonna reduce their defense for 20 seconds on a 25-second cooldown, and you're gonna deal more damage to them. So it's a very, very strong, strong skill. And the second one is a decent skill that deals even more damage on a 35-second cooldown, and it's gonna knock them back. And you have nullify stagger on it. So it's a very strong skill. And then his traits reduce poison time by 80% and reduce a flame time by 80%. And that's such a cool trait to have. And obviously, it's related to what happened in the anime. So that's very, very strong. Recover 15% of HP when enough damage taken from an enemy to KO. So this is a much better trait. And this is not even a trait, this is an extra trait. And basically, once he's KO'd, he comes back with 15% HP. This is so much better than Magellan's survive with 1 HP once you're if you're above 50% HP. So this is so good. This is so good. The only difference is that Magellan, I'm assuming every time you're above 50%, so it could be in one life, but when are you going to go down to 1 HP and survive long enough to get back to 50% HP and then go back down? So it's kind of meh on this design part. So I really like this on Ivankov because he's going to deal so much better with aces, with anyone that poisons, like maybe Reiju and this new Magellan. So he's so strong. When you're in your enemy's treasure, basically when there's more than 50% of the treasure gauge filled, he will capture it 50% much faster. This is exactly like Dofi's, so it's actually very strong. When an ally from your team is KO'd, reduce cooldown of skill 1. And what do we say? Skill 1 is actually super strong because it's going to make him deal more damage and remove their buffs. So it's very strong. On a 20-second cooldown, 15 seconds is like 3, almost 2.53 seconds, so that's really strong. When your strength is less than 30%, boost cooldown reduction speed of dodge by 50%. So basically, when you're low, you can dodge more often. Now, this can help two things. It can help you run away, it can help you get perfect dodges, and it can help you just get to where you want to get, capture a flag much faster, because you're going to be dodging much more often. So that's very, very cool. And when dealing damage to an enemy inflicted with hormone, increase damage about 30% now. So guys, that's the gist of it. I think Ivankov is such a good character. I think Megellan has potential, but at the same time, Snake Man is coming out. There's potential leaks that Mihawk's coming out. So if you guys want those characters over these guys, definitely save up. But these guys are definitely gonna be great as well. I can't wait to see what Ivankov can do. I can't wait to see top players use him as well. So yeah, with that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed, and